So Rollins and I made it to a new spot, but sometimes with new spots comes new challenges. Today, we're going to talk about chollas. Hey friends, so we're leaving Saddle Mountain and we're heading somewhere new, somewhere I've never been before. We have friends that are staying up just a little northeast of Phoenix, a place called Morristown, so we're gonna head up there and see what that's all about. All packed up and ready to go, and yeah. Rollins, where are we going? Are we going somewhere new? Hey, are we going somewhere new? Yeah? I think so. So, while visiting Saddle Mountain, you're here for a while and you find that you need to dump your tanks, fill up with water, come and see David at Saddle Vista Ranch. He sells hay, feed, plants and trees, boarding, seeds, that kind of stuff. But he also has a RV dump station and a water station, and you can actually dispose of trash here as well. There is a charge for everything. He's a single guy, a proprietor, but yeah, feel free to stop here. I'll leave the coordinates to his place in the description. And he's basically, if you're heading east on Salome Road, he's about halfway before you make the turn onto 411. So yeah, I'll leave the coordinates in the description. We're off. We got people behind us. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So Rollins and I are camped out on some state trust land with some friends in the middle of the desert, a little northwest of Phoenix, close to Morristown and about 12, 15 miles from Wickenburg. Now, the desert, albeit very, very beautiful, has things to watch out for. One of them that we've found out, more so Rollins has found out, kind of, I would say painfully, is you have to really watch out for the chollas. If you were to look it up online, it's actually spelled Chollas, but I guess the pronunciation is chollas. And there's different kinds. There's the jumping chollas and the teddy bear chollas and tree chollas. But what they all have in common is they like to drop parts of themselves. So here we have a teddy bear cholla. Now from a distance, he looks so soft and fuzzy, but up close, you can soon tell you don't want to get too close to him. Now, the other part is, if we scroll down here, oh, he's dropping these things. Now these ones aren't exactly small. I've been carrying around a pair of needle nose pliers, which we'll get to later. But basically, so there you go. That's what they drop. So this is a teddy bear. These over here are also teddy bear chollas, I believe. I'm no expert, by the way, but yeah. Check out the ground here. So you get anywhere close to that, not wearing some pretty hefty hiking boots, you're going to be feeling those in your feet. Because trust me, I haven't gotten close to these ones, these big ones. But I'll show you a little one later. And they are going through my Converse. Little spiky thorns through the Converse. So this one here behind me is what's known commonly, I guess, as a tree cholla. They're a little thinner, a little spindlier. And they don't seem to have as many of those round pod things with the thorns in them. There's one. But check out the ground. I'm stepping on one as we speak. There we go. But yeah, so you don't want to be stepping on those. And as time goes by, the ground around them gets covered. So you don't want to walk too close or take your doggo too close. I've been walking him on the leash a lot of the time, but he does like to explore, and which is kind of why I've been bringing these along, because he'll get one stuck in the side of his paw or whatever. So once in a while we're pulling, we call them stickers or pricklies or whatever, but he's actually learning not to go near certain trees, certain cactuses. So there's a jumping cholla here somewhere. I remember seeing him. I'll go find him. So there's another tree. So since I'm not a cactus expert, I'm not 100% sure that this one is much different than a teddy bear. This might just be a bigger bunch of teddy bears. But this cholla, if you'll notice, has quite a few little round drops on the ground here. I've seen videos on YouTube while researching, and I've seen guys, there's a couple of videos where guys have brushed up against these, and these little round pods, pockets, pieces, whatever you want to call them, have been stuck to them. Let me get my needle nose out and we'll see if many of these will come off. Because I'm not about to brush up against them to see. I'm not even sure about getting too close because I'm going to stand on one of these things. Look at how loose he is. Holy smokes, barely a tug. So yeah, barely a tug and he came off. Oh, look, there's some loose ones up there. So yeah, don't run into one of these. You definitely do not want to run into one of those. So yeah, here we go. How loose do you think this one is? barely a tug. Wow. They just pop right off. One just fell off doing that. So yeah. There's one of the nasty little buggers right there. So this one's kind of similar to the one close to our place where we're parked. Actually, this guy too. Yeah, see? Okay, so I'm, what? Let me see. I'm a good 3 feet, 4 feet maybe, from this actual plant. And look at, I just picked up a bunch more. And if you try and grab them with your hands, sometimes they'll stick to your fingers. This one's in. So, what's a cholla, you might ask? A cholla is a family of cactus. Now, I don't know the exact term or the horticultural name for them or anything fancy like that. I'm just a guy walking around the desert in the wrong shoes. But basically, these bunch of cactuses like to grow. They grow little pods on the end, and then at a certain time of the year, in the right wind, or if somebody brushes up against them, the pods will come off the plant and stick to you. If they're on the ground, prepare to be picking them out of your shoes like I just was. You have to be mindful of how close you get to them, because if you are in the wrong shoes, flip-flops, Crocs, whatever you might be wearing. I'm wearing Converse with their standard Converse bottoms, and I'm getting some once in a while where I can feel them into my feet. So basically, needle nose pliers come in handy. Otherwise you're kind of limping back, because sometimes they're hard to get with your fingers. And beware while you're walking your dog, whether it's on a leash or letting him roam, that they are a hazard. Rollins and I will walk away from camp on a leash, and if I'm kind of wandering around in an area like this, I'll guide him through on a leash. But sometimes I'll let him off because he likes to roam. He likes to, you know, chase the birds and look around. And yeah, he gets we call them prickles. He gets prickles once in a while, and that's why I carry these along. And usually as soon as he gets one, you can tell because he's lifting his foot. And I'll just go up, and he's good with me handling his feet, and I'll pull it out. And they aren't exactly pleasant. I'm not going to say they're brutally painful, but it's like a thorn. So when you pull it out, it hurts. Some people might wonder if they're poisonous. I believe they might have a bit of a, I don't know if you'd call it a toxin, but some sort of natural substance that stings a little. And when you pull it out, that sting will last, like in your finger or whatever. You'll feel it for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes maybe. I mean, it's not brutally painful. It's just like, you know it was there. So just beware. That's my little video about chollas today. It's one of those things that the desert's too beautiful not to get out and wander around. There's birds out here. I just saw a jackrabbit. Apparently well, we've heard coyotes, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's beautiful and quiet. And if you're blessed enough to come and camp in a place like this, do yourself a favor and get out and walk around, because there's so much to see. And even these prickly little bastards, they're, like this one over here is budding, and it's still beautiful, Aside from that, I'm not really sure what else to tell you. Rollins and I are here for a little bit. I'm slowly working on renovations of the trailer. Those videos are being recorded and compiled, and that series will actually come out basically once I'm done renovating, or close to it, because basically I want them to be consistent. But I'm slowly renovating the inside of the trailer and working my ass off. Work's keeping me busy this week for sure. Yeah, so we're just here chilling with friends, hanging out in the desert. Life's good. I'll keep you all posted, and talk to you all soon. Okay, bye.
It's like working with a monkey.